Hey everyone, we are going to talk about why your e-commerce brand needs a discounting strategy. And if you think that discounts cheapen your brand value, then you're leaving millions of dollars on the table. And I'm going to exactly show you why every major D2C brand from AG1 to Viore uses strategic discounts and exactly show you how to test yours without destroying your margins. Just a quick context about me. I'm an email marketer myself and we do this every single day for a lot of brands. So if you want all of this to be done for your brand, you can just book a call on with me and we'll give you a free audit completely for free and we'll tell you where you're leaking revenue on the table and we'll sort you out. But let's get into the video. We'll talk about the most controversial topic in e-commerce, that is discounting. And I hear it all the time that discounts ruin brand value. We are premium brands. We don't do sales. Discounting attract cheap customers. And I get it, right? I truly do. And there's definitely a wrong way to do this. But the idea that discounts automatically cheapen your brand and it hurts your brand, that's complete nonsense. So I'll give you this reality, right? Your acquisition offer is the single most important conversion lever in your entire email marketing funnel. And if you're not testing it and optimizing it, you are bleeding money every single day. So in this video, I'm going to show you why strategy discounting works and how best brands do it and the exact testing framework that you can use to find your optimal offer without second guessing. Let's start things off with section 1, the discount myth. Let's kill this myth that premium brands don't do discounts. AG1, they give 20 bucks off plus free travel packs plus 2 additional free gifts when you subscribe. Dr. Squatch, they give 20% off your first order. Viore, 20% off new customer. These aren't struggling brands racing to the bottom. These are multi-$100 million companies that understand customer acquisitions. So why do all they offer discounts? Because acquisition offer works. They lower the barrier to entry, they give hesitant buyers a reason to buy. And the key difference here is that these brands didn't just randomly pick a number, they tested their way to these different offers based on real conversion data and customer lifetime value. The problem isn't discounting, the problem is lazy discounting. If you just slap 10% off a pop-up and forget it about 2 years, then obviously it's not going to work. You need to constantly changing your offers and you need to test different sort of variations. I have a video on this channel about pop-up, so you can just watch it and create a great ass pop-up. Section number 2, the wrong way to discount. And let me show you what you do not need to do, because I see this constantly with e-commerce brands. They have this generic pop-up syndrome where they are throwing up generic 10% off for your first order and calling it done. No testing, no strategy, no copywriting, and they're just copying what everyone else does. And second, they just set it and forget it, leaving that exact same offer for months or even years without ever evaluating the performance. You have no idea if it's optimal or not. You're just assuming that it's fine. And third, one size fits all blasting. Blasting the same discount code across every single channel, email, SMS, Instagram, paid ads, with zero differentiation or strategy. And let me tell you, these aren't having a discount strategy. This is just you having discounts. And you need to understand that every single day you run a suboptimal offer, you're leaving money out there on the table. If you could just find an acquisition offer that converts even 10% better than your current one, that's a 10% reduction in your cost per acquisition. On a $100,000 ad spend, there's a 10 grand savings or 10 grand more you can reinvest in your growth. So the question here isn't about whether you should discount or not. It's whether you are willing to test until you find what actually works for you and your specific audience at a specific price point. Section 3, the testing framework. This is how you figure out your optimal acquisition offer using real data, not just your gut feelings. Framework number 1, you need to create 2 email pop-up variations. You need to create 2 email pop-up variations instead of Klaviyo or whatever email sending provider that you're using. One pop-up offers something like $15 off your first order and the other offers test like 15% off your first order. It's the exact same value at a different order threshold, totally different psychological framing. The offer remains the same, the packaging here is different. Set up an A/B test in your pop-up tool so that your half of your traffic sees dollar of version and half sees a percentage of version, and make sure it's a 50-50 split. Framework number 3, you need to add a custom profile property. This is critical. You need to add a custom profile property that tags people based on which pop-up they have submitted. So if when someone opts in through the dollar off, they get tagged with the property with acquisition offer dollar off. If they opt in through the 15% pop-up off, they get with acquisition offer 15% off. And this is exactly how you track performance downstream, not just at the pop-up level. Framework number 4, you need to split your welcome email flow. Split your welcome flow based on that profile property. People who have signed up for that dollar off get a welcome series that reinforces that offer, and the people who have signed up for the 15% off get their own variation. So you are keeping the message consistent with what they are already saw. Testing framework 5, you need to let it run. You need to let it run at least for 2 or 3 weeks minimum. You need actual volume to make decisions. So that's why. Testing framework number 6, you need to analyze the data. Don't look just at the conversion rate of the pop-up itself. That's not the full picture. You want to know which offer converted more first-time buyers, which offer drove higher average order value, which offer led to a better customer lifetime value and repeat purchase rate. Because sometimes the offer that get more sign-up rates actually perform worse on revenue, and sometimes the offer with a lower sign-up rate brings in more value from the customer, and you won't know until you try it. Testing framework 7, you need to take your winner and reiterate it. it. Just take your winner and test it again in a new sort of variation. Maybe you test $15 off versus a free gift with the purchase. Maybe you test a mystery discount. Maybe you test adding a minimum order threshold. The point is, this becomes a continuous optimization loop, not a one and done thing. Section number 4, offer ideas by category. Let me give you some offer ideas based on product categories because what works varies a lot depending on what you sell. So, for supplement brands or consumables, you can bundle discounts that encourage subscriptions, which tend to perform really well. Think about subscribe and save 20% plus get a free shaker bottle because you're optimizing for lifetime value from day one. For apparel brands, you can test dollar amount versus percentage off. A $20 discount might feel more tangible than a 15% off when your average order value is, let's say, 120. You could test free add-ons such as free socks, free hat, free tote bags with the first purchase. That increases the perceived value from the brand without cutting into margins as much. For beauty or personal care, a free gift with a gift actually has to be good. Do not give away samples that nobody wants. Find a product with a high margin that people actually get excited about. A mini version of a bestseller, you can say, a limited edition scent or something exclusive. My recommendation is I've personally seen the best results with comparing free gifts because they don't condition customers to expect discounts forever and they associate your brand with generosity and value instead of being cheap. But again, the only way to know what works for your brand is for you to test it and let your audience tell you what they love. Section number 5, the bigger picture. And here's what it really comes down to. The brands that are winning in e-commerce right now aren't the ones avoiding promotions entirely. They are the ones that treating their acquisition offers like scientists. They are testing hypotheses, measuring results, and iterating based on the data. Your acquisition offer isn't just a pop-up, it's the first impression of your brand's value proposition. It's a promise that you're making to a cold visitor on your website about why they should trust you with their money. And if you nail this, everything else would get easier. Your ad performance improves because more people convert, your email list grows with a better quality of subscribers, and your customer acquisition cost goes down. And if you ignore all this and just copy what everyone else is doing, then you are just flying blind. So use the pop-up split test I just walked you through and set it up this week. Let it run for 3 weeks at least and look at the results and make a decision based on actual customer behavior, not just your assumptions. And again, just to recap it for you, strategic discounting isn't about racing to the bottom. It's about removing friction for your new customers and optimizing your acquisition cost. And you need to stop running the same generic offer for months without testing. Your acquisition offer is the highest leverage optimization that you can make in your e-commerce marketing funnel. Use the 6-step framework. You need to create a pop-up variation. You need to split test this, tag users with profile properties, split your welcome flow and analyze the data and repeat and iterate. Test offers that make sense for your own category, bundles, dollar versus percentage off, free gifts or subscriptions. And remember, the best brands aren't guessing, they are testing. If this video was helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more e-commerce strategy breakdowns and comment down below and tell me what acquisition offer you are currently running. I am curious to know what's exactly working for you. And if you're an e-commerce brand owner, I get it, you would not have time to set all of this up. Then you can just book a call down with me and my team and we will help you sort all of the things that I've talked about in this video. We'll get you right with the acquisition offer and help you get to that 40% email marketing revenue goal. And make sure that you're commenting down below what's your current offer and I'll see you in the next one.